LA Girl Pro Corrector. This one is the red one. I prefer the orange one. Good rising, we have another day. Good rising, hey, 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 hey. Good rising, we have another day. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Figured I'd give y'all a calm one. All right. I have been putting on my corrector after my foundation. Uh, and I've noticed that some people put it on, or a lot of people put their corrector on before their foundation and they set it with powder. So I'm going to give that a shot and see if it does, if it performs better for me. And again, I do all of my videos as of right now live. So I'm not waiting on a crowd of people to come in before I do my videos. I just go ahead and make them. And then if and when people choose to watch it, they can. And that way I don't have to edit. Hello. I'm practicing, you guys. I'm all when I'm doing makeup. It's always practice for me. After I've been watching other people's makeup videos. All right, so I see people put on their corrector after their skincare and stuff, and then they set it with powder. And I'm just using my Laura Mercier loose powder in medium deep. I'm just going to set, well, let me use this puff to set this corrector. I don't buy a lot of makeup. I tend to just buy what I need. Now, I went through a stage where I did buy a lot of makeup, but I ended up giving a lot of it away because I just don't like for things to be sitting around, and I have so much stuff that I'll never use it before it expires. So I ended up giving a lot of it away. On right now, this is the only foundation I have. It's the NARS Sheer Glow. I use the color Bellum, and open it. Ooh. So I took out 2 pumps, and I don't really think I need 2 pumps, but that first pump was just kind of splashy. I'm getting to the end of this particular bottle of foundation, so okay. I just had my lunch, which was some leftover Indian food from yesterday. I ate half of it yesterday, and then I finished it up for lunch today. So now I'm going in and blending out my foundation. Don't put it on your eyelids, lady, because you're going to put your primer on your eyelids. I took off today, off work, and I'm going to go and run some errands. I want to take a nap and then wake up and go to the gym, but I think I'm just going to go run the little errands I want to run. And then, because I'm almost out of coffee, I don't know if I have enough coffee to get through the week. So I think I need to pick up some coffee. I've got plenty of creamer because I bought it buy one, get one last week. I ended up putting it on my eyelids anyway, but just a little bit. All right. And then I don't have any sponges, so I'm just going to take this and pat it in, make sure there's no streaks. Once I finish, I like this NARS Sheer Glow, but I'm thinking about trying MAC again. Hello. Um, you're a small artist based in the USA from, hello, from Raimi. Raimi. I hope I'm saying that right. Forgive me if I'm not. You're a small artist. Okay, from the US. Well, thank you for stopping by. What when you say artist, do you mean like musical artist or uh, like painting, sculpture? What kind of artist are you, Rainy? Rainy. Okay, so there we go. If you care to share, and hello to everyone in there. Oh, producer and singer. Oh, wow. Okay, cool beans. What kind of music do you like to sing? Okay, and I'm looking for. Yeah, I put all my makeup back in my storage container. I told you my vanity was just really crowded. So, in an effort to clean things up, I put all my makeup back in the storage unit, the Sephora storage unit that my son got me on Mother's Day. Now I'm going in with some uh, eye base, shadow base, and it's e.l.f. I'm going to take another brush. Well, no, I'm going to take the same one. Brush it in. Okay. All right. Yeah. So now, this is the only eyeshadow palette I have right now, you guys. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. It's the Mini Embers palette. But I was looking at um, another YouTuber's channel, and I've been binge watching her videos lately. Uh, is it That's So Letitia? That's So Letitia. So I hope you don't, mind me mentioning your name. I don't know, when I mention different people, it's not that I know them or anything like that, but it's I've just been watching their channel among many. Okay, and so she was using this palette. I was like, okay, I'm going to try that look because I have been feeling like, okay, I don't want to have a bunch of different eyeshadows, a bunch of different concealers, a bunch of different makeup, period. But I want to feel like what what I have, what I choose to purchase, I can work with it and actually do something with it. Um, and particularly when it comes to eyeshadows. Cookie dough. Cookie dough. Somebody asked what food do I wish had no calories? Honey, cookie dough. I heard that there is, I don't know how true it is, but I heard there's a town somewhere in the United States where the currency is cookie dough. Like I said, I don't know how true this is, but if it is true, part of me would love to move to that town, but then I don't know. I don't know if that would work for me because I don't want to use cookie dough as currency. I want to eat it. So I'm using that middle shade, that very middle shade in the second row as a transition color. I'm attempting to do the look, the eye look that I saw uh, Letitia doing on That's So Letitia. And thank you for the eye look if you just happened by here. And I do enjoy your videos. All right. I'm close to getting to pan on this shade, which makes me feel good because it makes me, when I get hit pan on my things, it makes me feel like I'm really putting my purchases to use and I'm, enjoying it and getting the most out of it and not wasting. I like to be able to buy what I want to buy, but I don't like waste. All right, so that's the transition color, this color right here. Now I'm going in with this chocolatey color down here at the bottom, and I'm going to use the same brush. I think where my heart is now with eyeshadow is one and done. I was looking at a video yesterday um, from, I don't want to miscall the name or miscall the name, but I enjoy her videos too. But she was sharing her MAC palette, her custom MAC palette, and I wrote down several shades because we're in the same skin tone range, and I wrote down several shades that she shared from her palette that I think I would like to invest in. And among those, there were several that she said would work as a good one and done. Okay, so let me zoom y'all in to my eyes. Hold on. And my window's right here, but I use that middle orangey pumpkin shade and then this chocolate shade down here on the edges. and in that crease. I need to pick up some coffee. I want to go to Ulta and Sephora, um, and see what's cooking over there. I know I need a clear gloss, clear lip gloss, because I'm almost out. And the clear lip gloss I have been enjoying is the Essence. I don't know if it's up here. I may have left it downstairs on my desk, but it's the Essence Clear Gloss, and it to me it stays on. It's not sticky, and I like it. I tried the MAC Luster Gloss, Clear Luster Gloss, and it's pretty. It gives a really great shine. I'm going to use this top one in the center here, and I'm going to do something that I see another YouTuber do. Nana, if you come by here, I'm fixing to copy you, honey. I'm fixing to use this thing and put on my little lid shade, because that does make it really easy. When I saw her doing that, I was like, yeah, I need to try that. Even though my lids are way more hooded, but it is a quick way I saw for to get that on, to get that lid shadow on. Okay. Okay. Now, if I remember, and I'm going to go back in here with the chocolate shade, that deeper shade, and just do like this. Okay. And I'm going to take another brush and go back in that transition shade and just dust. Blend and dust. All right, that's that. Put these brushes to the side for washing, because I'm not one that can use an eyeshadow brush and then, or eyeshadow brushes, and then keep using them and maybe wash them once a week. First of all, I don't wear makeup every day. I wear it on the weekends if I'm going somewhere. And then I need a brown. And then once I do an application of makeup with it, I really need to wash my brushes. Okay, so that's my eye look with the Mini Embers palette. Going in with this gel eyeliner by Essence. I love these eyeliners. This one and the ones from Pixie, because I've got Essence liners in brown and black, and then in Pixie I've got that deep plum color. It's hiding right now. I just saw it, but it's hiding right now. Anyway, these are affordable liners. They do not break the bank by any means. And they give good color payoff. They're smooth and creamy. And they don't make my eyes water. They do not make my 58-year-old eyes water. Okay. And that's what we're doing, right? Right there. Yeah. And I like leaving that under eye area clean. Yeah, I'm being totally random. Have y'all seen the little clip and video where Beyonce is combing out or helping to comb out Jay Z's locks? Now, I'm not really a fan of these people, and no harm intended. I'm just not a fan of. I don't know if you would really call me a fan of anybody's. Okay, uh, because while I'm more than willing to acknowledge people's accomplishments, I don't want to take anything away from anybody. I'm more than willing to acknowledge accomplishments and the heights to which your accomplishments can take you and things like that. But uh, fawning and fanning over people, that's not my thing. It's really not. All right, so that's my wing liner look, and I like that. It gives me a wing, but it's not too much. And with my hood, the hooded lid, I need to go out with my wing. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead with my concealer, which is NARS, and I am coming to the end of this one, and it's in the shade Armand. I love it when I use uh, when I'm getting to the last bits of my products, because that makes me feel like, okay, it's time to start thinking about what you want to get next. Do you want the same thing, or do you want to try something different? Yeah. And I'm going to let that set a minute, like I see everybody else doing. So while I'm doing that, I don't have cream bronzer because I'm not really a bronzer fan. Let me zoom y'all out a little bit since I've got y'all see my eye look. Okay, that's my eye look. Not doing anything under the bottom. Later I'll put on my Idol mascara. There we go. Okay, so let me see if I can keep you zoomed in just a bit though. I am going to put on some of this bronzer. It's the Lancome bronzer. I kind of wonder if maybe I could have gone a shade higher in the bronzer. Sometimes I feel like it's too dark, but maybe I don't know. Maybe not. This is number 7 deep. I kind of feel like maybe I should have gotten 6. Um, let's see what brush I'm going to use. I'm also thinking about investing in maybe some Morphe brushes or some Sephora brushes, a nice brush set. My set is fine. I have like 2 different sets that I got off Amazon, but there's certain brushes that I see that I like for different applications of things. Um, and I don't really know why I'm putting bronzer on my forehead just because I see people do it. I don't feel like I should need to be doing that. Okay, so and I'm using it as kind of bronzer, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's there. I put it there. Okay. I'm not on stage or anything like that. I'm not going to contour my nose. I don't want to. If I did want to, then I would, but I don't want to. All right. Um, now I'm just going to use this to blend out my concealer. One thing I need to pick up from Sephora is a a dark spot cream for the dark spots that I have on my face, like under my chin and stuff. And there's one that I'm planning to try. I've got it written down. All these names, y'all. I have it written down. So we're just blending out. Brought it up to help lift the face. All right, so that's good. And now I'm going to set that with powder. Same powder. I'm not using a lighter powder under my eye. I'm using my same medium D, Laura Mercier. And now I'm copying Magdalene Janet. She says to look up when you're doing, yes, I watch your channel too, and enjoy it. She says to look up when you're putting on your powder and setting your concealer. I told you I'm on everybody's channel. I can't call everybody's name. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to run some powder through my brows because I'm getting ready to do my brows. And I'm going to try to do my brows differently than I've been doing them because I feel like I've been getting my brows too thick and I don't like that. I want to go with what's there and just enhance what's there. My daughter was asking me, did I get my massage? She sent me a gift card for a massage, and I'm like, no, I haven't gone yet. I think I may wait and go this weekend. Okay, so now we're going in with the brow. You know, it's hard to talk and do brows. So, you know, I'll say this. I have been watching uh, some YouTube videos about what's going on since Chow murdered that young boy, Cyrus, and the different boycotts and, you know, that's going on. And I do think it is time for my people to just start investing in ourselves. And most of us don't even mean it as far as hatred to other people. If anything, other peoples need to prove they don't hate us collectively. And I promise you, I'm not saying this from hate. It, you know, the Egyptian story about hearts being as light as a feather. If my heart were put on the scales of time right now, and whoever the tester is say, okay, how do you feel about these people? Love them? Do you hate these people? Nope. And this is the detector. You can't get past it now. It's going to detect that heart. Okay. And I know it's metaphorical or whatever, or an analogy or metaphor, whatever. But I don't hate anybody. But apparently, the peoples, collectively, the peoples of the earth are not used to Black Americans loving ourselves. A lot collectively, y'all seem to have the attitude that we're supposed to lay down our lives and what's best for us as a community for you. And over time, for whatever reason, we've done that. That dispensation is over. There is such a thing as dispensation. This is why I don't like to do a whole lot of talking, because I am not mindless. I like makeup, I like hair, perfume, clothing, fashion, and I'm not calling people who mindless who only do that. Okay? But I am going to use that term. I am not mindless and I'm not docile. I don't hold hate in my heart, but I'm not docile. And I don't care. Everybody wants to be liked, but my path that I have had to take in my experiences have made me to where I don't really care what the next person thinks, not beyond accountability. And I still think I'm gonna take my brows down a little bit more because I still think I got them a little bit thicker than I wanted them to be. But yeah, uh, it's some stuff that's not going to work anymore, and I hope that something I saw online, uh, where a supposedly a group of people are saying that they plan to do to the businesses of my people what another people did back in the day. What they did to Black Wall Street, Tulsa massacre, and all of this. That's not a good idea. That is not a good. That's not a good idea. Doing something like that is not equivalent to somebody saying you need to address a certain issue in your community, and until you do, we're just not going to spend our dollars with you. Y'all, this was the eyeliner I was talking about. Now it's made itself known. The Pixie eyeliner is in deep plum. I like that. All right, so now I'm not carving out brows. Like I said, if I was going to some kind of event, maybe I would. This is the carving that we are doing on today. Okay. And so, but really, I came through there and said what I said because I noticed that trying to keep abreast of this stuff, just to keep abreast of it and know what's going on, it's energy draining how people hate each other. So that's energy draining. And it's sad that people won't just collectively won't just do right. Okay, I'm almost done, y'all. Okay, so that's my brows. I've already curled my lashes. So let's put on, let's see, am I going to powder? I'll just put on a little bit of powder all over my face just to say I did it because my skin is not as oily as it used to be, but just to say I set everything down. Okay, so that's that. And then I'll just go back in here and reinforce my little bronzer. Okay. Like I said, I've already curled my lashes. Yeah, but that stuff, that hatred and stuff is energy draining. And then when you peep in just to try to see what's going on and just be aware of what's going on, then the algorithm starts putting in videos and clips where people are fighting and hitting each other. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Mascara. Whether one believes in ancient texts or not, I'm not Christian. I don't believe in the Bible as interpreted by Christianity. I don't believe those texts belong to the Bible. I mean, belong to Christianity. And I do think some of it it's been added to, taken away from. But there's a portion in there that said it repented God, and I don't believe God as God in being a big body of spirit. I think it's more scientific than that. But I do believe this, where it says it repented God, and I'm just gonna say He, because I think God is a species, that it repented God that He made man. Kind. It just says man, and I see why. And then the fact that most of these people doing this stuff still have the nerve to don the doors of a church, which religion is made of, chug communion, and you really shouldn't even be standing by communion, let alone chugging it down your throat, and think somebody died for you for all your evil. I see why it says it repented God that He made man. Now I wasn't intending to say all that, but that's how I feel. I hear swinging on each other, full of hate. Don't want to see the next man or woman rise. That's wicked. There's enough in the earth and on the earth for all of us to thrive. And I'm not one that believes we're all the same. But while we're here together, we can treat each other like we would like to be treated and enjoy each other. I don't think we need to become one big mix of people to where everybody looks alike either. I enjoy Asian people looking like Asian people. I enjoy the Naga, the Negus, God in flesh, looking like they do. I enjoy the Caucasoid looking like the Caucasoid looks. Why do we have to look alike and think we're no different to get along and respect each other. Okay, so that's that. Now, mascara, and I'm going to comb that out some, but that's the Lancome Idol. And I'm liking my makeup so far, y'all. I'm sitting here really taking my time, and even though I'm talking, I'm still focusing, so I feel like I'm doing well. I have been on my pink blush lately. I have pink blush. I have uh, this Juvia's Place Volume 4. This is my pink. Uh, and then I have minted Buried Away, which I love, and minted Clay Too Much, which I love. Now let me zoom y'all out so we can do blush and lips. And we are out. I'm using this lightest pink. And I'm gonna wear, I think I'm gonna wear a beige dress, just a taupey beige dress in gold jewelry. I think that came together nicely. Maybe one day I'll sit down and try the Painted by Esther blush look. Maybe. We'll see. Just to be doing something and practicing. And S, is that her? Is that your real name? Thank you for that look or your interpretation of it. Thank you for your work. All right. So I just did the top one. All right, and lips, and we're done. I'm going in with my MAC Chestnut pencil. I do have another one that's like midway, and then I have a brand new one that I've not opened. That's how I feel about MAC. That's about MAC Chestnut. That's the way I feel about you. That's the way I feel about you. Okay. And this is, let's see, I want to do, yeah, well, that's more orangey. Decisions. I'm going to do Honey Love as soon as I find it. Honey Love. Please don't fall over. I know this video is long. Mine tend to be long because I just take my time. Watch as much of it as you want to. When you get ready to go, you know how to leave. All right, so like I see y'all doing. And now I'm just going in with this cookie butter on top. I'll take that with me. I need some height up in there. So with that, or see, getting the sign of the window. I don't know if that helps it or not. All right, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all.